He did.
All right. Speaking of things we have thoughts about, this will probably be fairly short
Mhm.
because there isn't a whole lot to go into at the box office this week.
Yeah.
We had some releases, but I don't think that, at least for me, there wasn't really anything that would be in my, oh, I'm going to watch this at some point list.
I'm a little interested in the creator.
Oh, forgot about the creator.
Yeah.
Yeah, creator's probably the most interesting one of these, just because Daniel, they made a movie. Well, the guy who made Rogue One,
Yeah.
or who didn't make, who was trying to make Rogue One and then got yanked, I should say,
Right. Yeah.
made a movie that isn't based on a book or a comic book, a previous movie series, a television series from the 90s,
Yeah.
a video game. It's just a movie.
Right. Yeah. And a rather topical movie about AI and uh, transhumanism stuff. At least I think that last part is in this movie. But yeah, I mean, I've kind of heard like mixed things about it. The guys over at Film Threat had mixed feelings about it. I know Alan Ning basically said if you've watched enough sci-fi, movies and story or seen enough sci-fi stories, it is predictable. Um, but and Chris Gore wasn't too impressed with the lead actor. It's what's his name from Denzel Washington's kid from he was in Tenet.
Hmm.
Um, but yeah, I mean, I'll probably give this a watch when it drops on. It'll probably drop on Hulu or Disney Plus, one of the two.
Right, because it is technically a Disney movie as part of their 20th Century Fox acquisition.
Right? Yeah, but it's not doing too well from the looks of it.
No, but it was also a cheap movie, so
Yeah. Well, I saw a video on WDW Pro's channel.
mhm.
Apparently they spent 125 million on the marketing.
I didn't see I didn't even know this movie was coming out.
I've seen some ads. I'd seen some ads for it when on my. The only time I ever watch terrestrial TV is when I'm staying at a hotel,
Hmm.
and I was seeing ads for it on there. But yeah,
Okay, so never mind. This thing is a huge money pit, and
yeah,
this will teach Disney the wrong lesson.
right, yeah, and Jeff over at World Class BSers because he was on the same video with Pro. He just said they didn't need to do that much marketing for it because word of mouth for this movie was already kind of spreading, and they just needed to release it, you know. But yeah,
Sheesh. Well, just goes to show you that Disney can't figure that. Who's running things over there? Seriously.
whoever is in charge of their budgets and accounting, just like yeah, they need to be
God,
fired.
that's weird. Because I saw a fair number of movies in theaters the last few months, and I didn't see anything about it. Like, I kept talking about trailers I'd seen that you had no idea about.
Yeah, yeah.
Yeesh.
Ninja says he saw the trailer before Haunting in Venice. It's the worst
Okay.
type of film to advertise.
Huh.
Mm.
Well, big money pit or not, I'll probably give that a watch at some point, just because
Yeah,
it'll at least be unique.
yeah, indeed.
Speaking of things that aren't unique, though,
Mhm.
oh, and also launching a sci-fi movie the last weekend of September. This could have you actually could have probably put it out around Christmas time and done pretty decent with it.
Oh yeah, yeah. Because October that's the time for horror, which of course there's a big horror movie coming out this weekend, The
Yeah,
Exorcist.
yeah, and also, like, okay, Disney, stop releasing things out of season.
Yeah,
I swear that your stupid Haunted Mansion movie would have done better if you had swapped places between this and the creator.
yeah, yeah. Although Haunted Mansion's on Disney Plus now, so
Yeah, which means it's costing them even more money
yeah,
for the rights and to run the servers and everything. So
yeah, that's true.
nicely done.
Yeah,
Uh, then of
yeah.
course you've heard of Barbenheimer, but are
Mhm.
you ready for Saw Patrol? which those are the top two of the weekend. Saw X, it's a horror movie. I have no opinion.
Yeah, I haven't seen any of the other Saw movies, so no opinion either.
From people who like those movies, it sounds like this might be the best one since the original.
Mm,
So yeah, it's you know,
mm.
if you like, if
Something.
that's your thing, go for it.
Yeah.
Meanwhile, Paw Patrol, I saw a trailer for that ahead of The Flash, I think, and
Uh,
I think it's just hilarious how as the superhero movie is dying, what gets the theaters the Paw Patrol franchise desperately trying to keep its relevance with the kid audience by becoming a superhero movie.
yeah.
Like I saw the trailer. This is a nothing movie, but if you're a Paw Patrol kid or your kid's a Paw Patrol fan, he or she is going to want the toys and you don't want to go see.
Yeah.
It's going to be one of those DVDs that you burn out in your player because you're going to end up playing it for them so many times.
Oh yeah, yeah. One of those kids was my niece. She loved Paw Patrol. So
Yeah.
yeah.
So and also this thing cost 30 million to make, probably because they were just using existing assets and staff from their TV show.
Yeah. Yeah.
Maybe with the RTX turned on, but
Yeah, yeah, yeah. Slight upgrade with the animation.
yeah. But so that might be the movie that might be like the financial winner of this bunch of movies.
Oh yeah, yeah. 50 million on a 30 million budget. Yeah, it'll should make
Yeah.
its money back.
So Paramount, good on you.
Yeah.
And then Saw, similar, well, actually way bigger nationally than internationally, but these things can't be expensive to make.
No.
Well, the cowards don't have a budget.
Yeah, I think the original Saw was only made for like a couple of $1 million, if that.
I mean,
'Cause
that's why they make
yeah.
horror movies is because they're really good ROI.
Oh yeah, yeah. Especially a movie where it's just three guys in a room.
Yeah. And it occurs to me that another example of Disney doing things the dumb way, they made an expensive horror movie with The Haunted Mansion.
Yeah.
um, so as far as other things, Barbenheimer continues its weird, almost perfectly 50% relationship with each other. 1.4 million for Barbie, 600,000 for Oppenheimer, as they both are bowing out of theaters.
Wow. Just
It's funny just how close to lockstep they are.
yeah, it's spooky.
It's almost every weekend it's like that.
Makes you wonder.
Is it a conspiracy?
Yes.
Are there that many South Koreans going to the theater over and over again
Yes.
to watch? Anyway,
Oh, jeez.
um, then Expendables had a bad opening weekend, and it's barely crossed 10 million as of its second weekend. So this thing is a complete loss.
Man. That is
Although,
just yeah.
when did Ninja Turtles cross 100 million? I don't think I remember it doing that.
I don't remember doing that either. That must have been
Must have been a weekday thing
yeah,
because it has legs.
yeah.
I guess it does make sense for a Turtles movie to. Of course, its current legs is 4.20 because Seth Rogen.
Right. Yeah, yeah, of course.
Still a loss in the theaters, but they'll probably make it back on the toys. So it's done its
Yeah.
job.
Yeah, even if the movie sucked.
Yeah. See, okay, so like if I compare Turtles to Elemental, um, I would say they both had the tools they needed to make a great movie. I would say that Elemental whiffed it, but I would say instead of like wasting all their concepts, it's more like you just needed that little bit of extra polish.
Yeah, yeah,
But at least it was a baseline hit instead of completely striking out for me.
right. Yeah, and Ninja says Disney investors should just fire every executive and replace them. Well, Yeah.
Yeah. Now, to be fair, there wasn't a Disney involved in the either example there, except for the creator. Yeah,
Yeah.
I think that there's a lot of I think there's a lot of cleaning house that needs to be done. I, at least as far as the executives I'm aware of, I would say that Warner Brothers probably has the smartest guy who's currently dealing with some bad situations that he inherited.
Yeah. And although James Gunn doesn't seem to be helping him out too much.
No, come on. Gee, Daniel, you mean to tell me that the guy who used to sit on Twitter all day making pedophile jokes that got him canceled by the right looking to get their own scalp a few years back has a history of going on Twitter and saying things that can blow up on him? Who would have thought?
Yeah. Yeah. Who would have thunk it? Ugh. Man. He's.
But so yeah, that's the box office. Kind of a down weekend, but it's kind of neat that they put out three things.
Yeah. Yeah. Give us a little more to talk about. Yeah.
Yeah.